All right, let's see how this one turns out. I think that's going to be, I don't know, too big. Going to go here. I'm going to make it $250 by 250. See how that goes. Let's see how this looks. What do we got? We got here, Stanton Library, information for members. Okay, I'm a member of that library, but even if I wasn't, I probably still would have picked it up. That's a nice library, but most libraries are quite nice. They often seem to choose architecture that's really nice when they build the libraries. Or when they, oh yeah, some of them are not so great, but a lot of them do have some nice buildings. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that looks interesting. That looks really interesting. And we got the tree up there, and I'm actually thinking we're going to use this. This will look really quite nice. So we're just going to make this look really good. Maybe darken that a little bit. Maybe leave the contrast. So, wondering if that's how we want it. If it's going to look any good. I always have my doubts a lot of the time with things. I do have I can be a doubter at times, folks. But, you know, we're going to photocopy this like that. So we're going to make this into an interesting piece with this library. Yeah, sometimes I have my doubts, folks. You know, I'm only human, I'm not perfect. I'm not some kind of deity. So why should I? I'm just human, folks. Just human. I try to do my best to provide really good demos of what I do. That looks really yellow. Looks yellow. I'm wondering if I'm going to take out some of that yellow or we're just going to leave it. But basically, yeah, I do have my doubts, folks. I'm only human. I don't have answers for everything, even though you hear me talking about a lot of shit. So yeah, there's a lot of ugly things happening in the world at the moment. I try to digest as much of that shit as I can and talk about it. You've got to talk about it somehow, folks, you know, about the things of this world that aren't quite what they should be. You know, the world has to somehow change to make sure that the human race can even exist much longer than I don't know how many years. It looks like the human race could go extinct the way the world is going with all this mass-produced, using too many resources and making too many babies. You know, there's just not enough water and food to go around. It's just not a very good-looking age we're living in, folks. But I try my best to have something important to say about these issues. And of course the library's a good place to do research on shit like that. You got the internet now, which I'm using through social media to push my videos around. The library has Also got photocopiers, and I've done heaps of demos in public libraries as well to supplement what I'm doing here. So yeah, I've done all sorts of shit with, and photocopiers were first seen in a library in my youth when I was a kid. So the library is a very special place for me. I don't use it as much as I used to, but occasionally I do. I think now we can call this demo quits.